everyone, it's me, Laura from The Papered Soul, and welcome back to my channel. I'm coming to share my latest journal with you, and it is a design team project, a guest design team project for Luise Heinzl. And this kit is her vintage version of her Fall in Love kit. So I am finishing up with fall here before I move on to my next journals, which will be Christmas. I just released an autumn video about a week or two ago, and so this is another one, and it's neat how they're different. And you know, this kit reminds me of when fall has kind of progressed along a little bit, and you're kind of in that transition period of you're still in fall, but winter is coming. So you start seeing, you know, more of the soft grays, and we're even having, here in November, we're having lots of gray days that just look like November skies. So I really enjoyed this. It's got soft, pretty muted colors, and it's got beautiful images of some fox and animals like deer, and you'll see when we get in beautiful birds. But there's still a touches of butterflies and mushrooms and everything like that. This is a soft cover. It is 5 by 7, and it is a soft clasp envelope cover, and that is one of her beautiful images there. I do have a silk flower here on the side with like a little sparkly pink button, and I have some of the rosette trim on the side there, the spine. I've done sewing all around, and I have my tie is underneath the focal picture, so it's not going to get lost. This is a very chunky, as all of my journals are, a very chunky journal. Lots of highly embellishments, but yet lots of room for journaling. So I try to include all of it for people. So let's get in. It has 19 pages front and back, so that's about what, 76 pages. That includes some little flips that I have and everything. So you just tie that closure there, and I will list all of the important information to Luise's shop in the links below, and also this journal will be for sale in my Etsy as well. So I did create some tags using her papers, and this says the best season. I did some stenciling. I've got edge punching, so there is a pocket in the front and in the back. Inside covers there, and there's another little tag I made from her, or a card I made from her paper. I did sign it. So there's the cover image, which is just such a beautiful image. And look at those sweet little birds. I think they might be English robins, I don't know. And then I have my quotes as well. And this says, I am that little robin that sits upon a tree. I sing to you each morning, but you don't know it's me. I am that little robin in your garden every day. I will never leave you. I will never fly away. John F. Connor. So I have like a little journaling spot there. And this is a double little tuck down here. And that opens up for a Rita Donnelly flip. It says, Hello Autumn, and I made a cute small little tag booklet with some sari silk on it. I have a glitter, it's like a little glitter ribbon, and that's really shimmery and pretty and autumn looking. On here I have this flips out, and then some of her beautiful images here, a little element from her kit there, and I just tucked in a little strip of paper for a little journaling spot there. And that just tucks down in there. I did use some washi tape. I'm trying to use my washi tapes. I'm trying to be diligent. Made that little journal card. I did a collage with a napkin on one of my guest checks that I sell in my shop. And then this pretty little Tell Me Your Story, Sing Your Song. And I did do sewing. Like I say, most everything's sewn around. This is an envelope, so you can undo that and put something in there. This is her pretty images. Fall in Love, that's the name of the kit. And look at that sweet little fox there. And it's got my trims. And I just stamped these out, and these are just like little journaling spots that you can journal on. And here I have like a little, I bought this little booklet, and I washi taped over the little date, so it just says November, and that's what it is. But this is like a little sticky pad, and it's for the month of November, so I thought that was cute. I did some decoupaging on that Rita Donnelly flip, and here is one of Luise's jars. She's got some echo dyeing in there too, and I have a little Sorry Silk, but I made a little booklet with coffee dyed papers cut into the shape of the jar. Oh, and then here I have Tell Me Your Story, and that flips up, little pocket. I have just some, about that for some fun little ephemera to stick in. It says tell, as in tell me your story. A beautiful image with some little lanterns. So the colors are like just real pretty soft greens, kind of like little silver greens and mauves and pinks and grays and little pops of oranges. Let's see here, this says Dreams Come True with a little fox there. I did a little stamping of my library card, which is a journaling spot. And this is some extra pattern paper. I do add my coffee dye papers and my pattern papers, ink everything up. And I just tuck this right down in here. Let's see. There's a magical way of putting that in there. I'll do that later. It's more, but you can tuck it like that too under the mushroom. I thought that was pretty. And then I did like a little catalog index card, or catalog card is what that is. I sell those in my shop. I did some stamping and decoupaging, and so that was fun. And this is a belly band that is in Luise's kit. I did some stamping. Here I took an envelope, and I, covered it, masked it with some coffee dye paper here in the back, and drew lines and sewed all around. I put pattern paper there for the flip. This is one of Luise's elements. It's like a little mint guest check. So I did shrink this kit down, so it's I like to make the little smaller journals. I think people can afford them better. I like the size anyway. I just like them this size. Then here I have like a little, you can open all that up, and I have one of her elements there. I've got some trims for my shop, but I have one of Luise's elements in the kit that kind of holds that closed. Look at that beautiful owl. Those muted pretty colors. It says Enjoy Fall. I have one of my leaves. I've been trying to use those up because I've used those in some of my earlier projects. And the sun took a step back, the leaves lulled themselves to sleep, and autumn was awakened. Raquel Franco. That's like a cute little journaling spot, and that just tucks right there. Got some laces and trims and ribbons. Did more of a little collage on that, and then had that little cute little small tag there that I made out of my extra paper. I added this. It is like a little, just a journaling, like a card, and I just had like a little rip in it, and I just pieced it together with my washi tape. I just didn't see any reason in wasting that, so I just thought those colors were pretty. Here I have a little, one of her elements that I made an extra journaling spot from, and here's one of her cute little jar journal cards there. Made a journal card out of it. A little postal stamp that I have for a journal spot, and she has these as little tucks. These sweet little birds. Hope you can see them. Really pretty. This little bird stamp there, he's sitting in that pocket, that flips up. There is a calmness to a life lived in gratitude, a quiet joy. Ralph H. Bloom. Or it might be pronounced Blum. And here is one of her journal cards that I backed and sewn around, and then I took the, I cut part of this inventory tag off so it would fit better. I have a little washi tape on the back, but you can do whatever you would want to do with that. You can decorate it up more or just journal on it. This is an overlay here that I have with her little jars. So this one has that set, and I backed it, and that has a different color on the back. So I just drape that over that and then put my little ribbon paper clip on it. So there's the center of the one signature. I have a little butterfly that I was actually trying to emulate those pretty little butterflies there. They're kind of gold and blue, and I thought that was so pretty. And I did add my little stickles to the C-line cording that I used to make the antennas. There's more stenciling, more of my pattern paper. Here's a little tag that I just kind of made, and I used one of her elements here. It's the guest check with a pretty little bird image, and then I just tucked some extra paper. I added some of my washi tape there. That just tucks there, and I thought that would be cute. That's one of her little corner tucks that's included. And then I have just that beautiful image. Very fall with the mushrooms and gourds and pumpkins, and these, I love these pretty pops of maroons. There's another one of our little journal cards, and this opens up, okay, and I did a little tuck there. It does not flip open, but I just thought that was a cute way to I just thought that was pretty like that. This is an overlay, so it's all connected, and you can journal on that whole piece. And just take it off so you can see. So it's just two pretty images I just cut up from her papers, and you can journal in all of that. I did my stenciling. And here in this little flip here that I've decorated, I have like another little small journal tag there. Pretty deer. And these images are just so pretty, soft, muted. Here's another quote, and my little tucks in my little mushroom there. November comes and November goes, with the last red berries and the first white snows. With night coming early and dawn coming late, and ice in the bucket and frost by the gate. The fires burn and the kettles sing, and earth sinks to rest until next spring. Clyde Watson. So that's just a fun little journal spot there. I love that little mushroom tuck. And isn't that pretty? So this is the other side of the envelope that I decorated. It's got the flap there. And then I made here another little journaling spot. And I created a banner out of one of her elements. And then I have a little quote, "There is always something to be thankful for." So as we are a couple of weeks out from Thanksgiving, I wanted to incorporate a thankfulness at this time of year. Although we should be thankful all times of all years. I have decoupaged a little butterfly there. I used cut up her paper there to highlight that pretty little fox on the back of that coral orange paper, and then made a little journal card out of her paper. And I have a little quote that says, "Gratitude turns what we have into enough." And I just thought that was really pretty. Beautiful images. Made a little out of my pattern paper that matches this kit. I made a little pocket here. So this has on each side, I made little journal cards out of her pretty images. Okay, so those will fit. Let me put this back in. And this pocket is double backed so that it is nice and sturdy. It's got coffee dye paper on the back, so you can't, won't be afraid or shy of tucking anything in it for fear that you might, rip it. So we don't want that. And this is a little flip up as well for more journaling. I have a little gray silk flower with a pearl there, and this pretty little element here, her little guest check images, and I kept these together, and it's a little journal spot. That's the little ticket that I cut off the end of the inventory tag, and I just did a little stenciling on it, and I just thought that was cute sitting here. Laces, pretty bird. These birds remind me of juncos. I don't know if that's what they are, and these pretty little mushrooms down here. Here's a little fun tuck here that I have some sari silk there, and that pretty image from Luise's kit that you can journal on the back of that. And then I made this little spot where I have a little owl peeking out So you can journal on that, and he sits in this little pocket here. That flips up, and then this opens up for more journaling space. Faith is a bird that feels the light and sings when the dawn is still dark, R. Tagore. And that just tucks under there. On this side, I have a little flip, so that little pocket there with that beautiful image that's on the front, just cut it up and made a journal card out of it, did some stenciling on the back, and I have a little small tab that you can easily pull out of that pocket. I've done this little flip before, but I added an extra piece of paper this time. So it's got a little more, and then I added that little tab so you can journal all over all of that. And then this flips or slips back into this little pocket here. So that was fun. This was a fun element that I made as well, out of my pattern papers and her elements in her kit, and that just so pretty. So soft and sweet, and those are her little corner elements. And so what I did, this opens up, it's my papers. It's just a little piece of paper, and I folded it over to hang over the edge of the page. I've got some of my fun little soft trims in my shop for that little owl image of Luisa's. And then another little quote here. And that's just a little pocket, and that slips there. So like I say, you can open that up and journal on that. And that just slips over the side of your page. I just thought that was pretty. And the pretty deer there, and I ran a little ribbon that flips out. And then on the back here, those beautiful little robins, I believe. And this is a pretty little tuck here. And I had some, just, those little magnetic pages, and I just pulled some out to highlight. I thought it had some of the pretty colors in there. So you can journal on all of that. I just sewed it together. And that beautiful image there. The best season. And here's the back. And I've already shown you that beautiful, love that mushroom. Love these images in here. And all of that is stenciled as well, sewn around as well, and I have signed it. So, I hope you like this. I really enjoyed working on this kit for Luisa. She's very talented, and she's got some beautiful digital journal kits. So please take the time to check her out. The links will be below. I hope you like this. It will be listed in my Etsy shop, The Papered Soul. I want to thank everyone for all your support and your comments and likes, and I really do appreciate that. And I just look forward to sharing my next journals with you, so I hope you'll stay tuned. Take care. Bye.